Hey, what's up guys, the King Racer here. Today I'm back with a new collection video showcase, and today it's gonna be about military vehicles. So in this video we're gonna take a look at all kind of military vehicles. We're gonna take a look at tanks, armored truck, troop carriers, Hummers, a lot of Hummers. Also I have some vintage vehicles here to show you from different brands. Some Jeeps, and some under vans, rocket launcher vehicles. Also have some off-road 4x4s. Even some weirder vehicles like a bus, a hot rod style Jeep, even a Euro City style Matchbox Army Chief, some Swat trucks, and some other ones like a truck here for transporting goods, and even some bulldozers. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so this is the first batch of vehicles we're going to take a look at. So first one out of the bat is this tank here. Doesn't say anything on the base. It says Zilmex Resin Tank. This is what I write, because if I remember, these vehicles were all in a 5-pack, and they have 3 different type of tanks. This one is the first one, so I have 3 of the same because I love them with their rubber treads and all the equipment on the top of the turret. And the artillery cannon, of course, and the radio on the back. So they were pretty cool. And I found this one in the thrift shop. This is a different color skin. This one was missing the cannon, so I replaced it with another tank that I found was quite a bit damaged. This one says USA. Also have a white star on the turret. And same thing, you have the rubber treads. They are very cool. This one's another tank. This is the Churchill, I think. This is the one of the Second World War best tanks. One of the most armored and strength for attacks. Used by the British Army. Then we have this guy. Did I write something on this one? T-34 tank. So it's probably from the Russian tank, I think. This one have a loose cannon, unfortunately, so it's quite difficult to maintain it in place. But it's the same kind of detail as the other ones. You have a tanker in the back, kind of ironic. A tank and a tanker. Also have the same thing, rubber treads, and some lights I painted in the back. Here we have a more common US tank, the Sherman. Same thing, a lot of details on this one. Radio, turret, guns. Different paint scheme and also different brand. This one has the skinny wheels in the back. Oh my goodness. I kind of made a mess here. Come on man, stay there. This is a Hot Wheels rocket launcher vehicle. Also have the skinny wheels, and this one's probably one of my favorites that I found quite recently. This is the Corgi Jr. vehicle. This is the Commando V100 tank, made in Great Britain. This one's all metal. Of course, I have the turret that moves on the top. I have 2 of the sample of this vehicle. This one's in much better condition with the better sticker in the back, and this one. Another Hot Wheels tank. 2 variations. This one's a regular. This one's a color changer, but the base is absolutely ridiculous color on this one. So I kind of prefer this one better. Vintage Matchbox Roll-O-Matic tank. This one is missing the original treads. Replaced with some carpet style. And when you move this vehicle, the cannon will actually move up and down, forward and backward over here. This is another vehicle I have. This is the 2 variation again. Don't know the name of this guy. It says Armored Health Track in the base. You can have one with the passenger compartment in the back for troops, and we have another one with their artillery gun in the back. So I have 3 of those, just like the other tanks. Hot Wheels, no, not Hot Wheels, this one's the Zilmex, I think. Probably a rip-off brand from Tomica and Yatming. Camo truck. Cargo truck. This one had the US style livery on it. It's probably missing a box in the back, just like these. This one's a Ford cab. Flat nose. And the vehicle can actually tilt. It's kind of hard with one hand, but there we go. So you can see the detail engine. And shut it back like this. This one's the same casting as this guy. Different color, different wheels. You can also remove the top if you want. And there we're coming with the Jeeps. This one's probably the best one, the US Army style. And you have this guy in the kind of British green. Another one here, like a Army khaki green. Brown here, black, military police. Okay. Don't know why this the jungle Jurassic World vehicle is there. I'm gonna have to move it to a civilian vehicle, not in the army. And then we got the Hummers. In the Hummers we have 3 different vehicle casting variation, because this vehicle was subject to different changes over the year. So this is the most recent version. As you can tell, it lost the gun on the top, and also originally this vehicle has suspension. So this one's the middle-aged vehicle, still have the gun but no suspension. And the oldest one is probably, I think, one of these 2. Yeah, this one still has suspension, so is this one. And yeah, I remember they also had the opening trunk on both versions of these 2. So this one also had the opening trunk, but no suspension on this guy. Suspension with this guy. Oh, more Jeeps. We saw them already. Here we have a military Matchbox romantic vehicle. This one is probably the same style as the other tank that I showed you, but this one, when you roll it, the guy will just spin around on top. Our Matchbox vehicle was a Mercedes. This one's quite rare. This is a Playart truck. Playart are not very common here in Canada, so nice to get this one. And these we have the Maisto Through Cares trucks. They are kind of the same model as the Hot Wheels made in the 90s and 80s. We have this vehicle here, this army vehicle, level tampos. Kind of nice. Yatming police, military police van. These 2 are custom. This is a Chevy Avalanche, military police. And this guy here is the Imperial. It's the first time I saw this brand actually. Made in Hong Kong. And this one's a Chevy Blazer. Also a military police custom. This guy is also very, very old. This is a Tomica. Fortunately missing the windshield. But this guy have opening hood. Very cool. Mitsubishi Jeeps. Kind of ironic. And another rare vehicle just right next to it is this Playart US Jeep. And this one is the windshield is a little bit loose, but unfortunately it's still there. I also have 2 colors of this guy, so green and beige. What is this? Matchbox. I think it's a Survivor. Kind of off-road mission force vehicle. A few colors for this guy, same thing. Some models have suspension, other not, doesn't. This is also a Jurassic Park vehicle, Army armored van. This one's the International CX, the CXT, or it doesn't say on the base, but it's an international kind of pickup vehicle. Oh yeah, this one's also one of my favorites. Not that whole, but it's a 57 GM, I think. Yeah, 1957 GMC stepside. Very, very cool pickup truck. Then we are coming to the funky stuff with Hot Wheels, with the Invaders. This one also have casting changed over the years. This one also have 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the back. Now it's just 1 axle on both opposite. Here we have a tiny Hot Wheels Hot Rod Jeep. Oh my goodness. Oshkosh van, our armored vehicle. This one's the Euro City Army Chief, kind of a funky style, with the big cab with glasses and the big power button in front, radio, radar. This one's the attack. What is this? Attack truck from Matchbox. Attack truck, rocket launcher vehicle. Chevy Blazer from Matchbox, always a fan favorite for Avalanche collectors. This is an amphibious personal carrier tank or armored truck. Cliffhanger with a little trailer, but this one doesn't have a tow hook, so it's kind of useless. Mercedes-Benz Unimog from Hot Wheels. Also have another version from Matchbox incoming. Generic SUV from Matchbox. Hummer. Another Unimog from Matchbox. Troop Carrier. 3 samples of this one. This is a tour bus based on a Ford. Nazi tank. Hong Kong base, I think, for this one. Another generic tank from a Chinese brand. This one's the what is this? Anyway, I don't remember the name of this guy. This is the Army Matchbox vehicle, just like this guy, the off-road. Blockade Buster tank. A few samples of this guy. A few colors too. Chinese pickup truck in the back. And we're gonna go finish this off with the SWAT truck vans. And I have more here. More Hummer. This one's from Maisto. This one another Chinese brand with those weird wheels. And this one is a Dune buggy style Jeep. Land Rover. Our tank. Oh, Hot Wheels, a troop carrier. This one looks like a Kenworth tractor truck. Boat hauler. Ford Expedition. Hummer with opening a hatch in the back. US Hummer with nothing interesting to look at. And finally we have these bulldozers. So that's it for the first batch. Next, I'm going to take a look at all other vehicles left. Alright, second batch. This is the Hollow 5 Warthog. Or War something. Just says Microsoft on the base. This is a kind of artillery off-road vehicle with a gun in the back. A few samples with me on my collection. Our international armored pickup. A few colors of this guy. Ford tanker truck with the tilting cab, just like the troop carrier. 3 samples of this guy. And to conclude, got a massive pile of this vehicle here, the Jungle Crawler. I think this is based on the old 1940s Dodge Power Wagon. But I have quite a bit of few of these in the collection. Back in the day in 2014 when this vehicle was released, these are another few colors of this guy. This model was a massive peg warmer. It was literally, you can literally found piles and piles on the pegs. It's your local Walmart and your Dollarama store. So I thought, since nobody wants them, they have some decent liveries and they are based on a realistic vehicle, so why not pick a few and make a huge military force with it. And there we go. And some of them surprisingly have different tints, even though they are all the same. Sometimes you will find some samples that are a little bit more darker brown than others, and other a little bit beiger than other. And for some of them I actually make some extra details. This is one of them. I actually paint the grille in black with some chrome accent, and also paint the tail lights. Others I just painted the entire grille chrome, and then the back lunch on the back in chrome. Oh, this one of the this is a chip, yeah, a little chip on the roof. I found another case with a few military vehicles, so I'm going to show you before it ends the video. So these are all Majorette military force, special force vehicle. There's a 3-axle tank, Mercedes mug, ambulance, a few colors of this vehicle, camo, all green, and beige. These castings are the same as the I think the New York Fire Department fire engine. This one have rockets on the back and a few equipment on the top. 2 colors of this guy. Chevy Blazer with the artillery gun. I have 3 samples of this guy. This one's the mint condition. Looks absolutely beautiful. Matchbox Roll-O-Matic tank, or super fast Roll-O-Matic tank. 2 colors. One of my favorites tank. This is a Majorette one. This has rubber treads, moving turret, but this guy, what does have? Suspension. So cool. And this thing is absolutely beautiful. First tank with suspension. Next 2 customs. This one's a restoration. This one's a custom. It's a Plymouth Fury military police. And those ones are solid flasher. And these are the Chevy Impala from Majorette. This one's probably my favorite. And this is a camo version. It goes well with the ambulance. So that's it, guys. This was my military collection. Hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.